Hi everybody and welcome back. As you know, I am AmandaMuse and I'm expecting baby number 2. I am going to go back and review week 13 with you guys. I am actually 14 weeks pregnant right now. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to vlog every week of my pregnancy, and what I'm going to do is rather than do it at the beginning of my week, I'm doing it at the end. So I do like a recap of what that week was like. So kind of fun information is that the baby is the size of a peach in week 13 and that they might be potentially sucking their thumb, which is so freaking cute. They start to grow little tiny bones in their arms and legs, I think, in week 13, if that's what I read, I think. Anyway, so that's what's happening in my belly. Kind of random pregnancy symptom, but I'm having really dry skin and it's driving me crazy. But I'm getting like really dry skin under my eyes and it's quite red, so like red patchy skin. It's like, what? I am not accustomed to this. So I've recently switched the makeup that I'm wearing. So I've switched to a mineral makeup if you saw my last haul video, and that's going really, really well. I'm wearing it today. But yeah, it's just something I'm not used to, something I'm not liking. I get really dry skin on my hands, like on the tops of my hands. It's like itchy and dry. And it's strange, even my legs. So what I've been doing is basically after I shower, after I wash my face, I basically douse myself in coconut oil. I just can't find anything that's like hydrating enough and not irritating. And so I also had some minor heartburn. One night in particular, I lost sleep over it. It was terrible. But I love, love, love garlic sauce, like a Lebanese style garlic sauce, and my husband had made one and it was absolutely amazing. Oh my God. And we had it with chicken. However, it was like essentially the worst night I've had in a long time. I think I popped like 4 or 5 extra strength Tums over the course of the evening. I could barely sleep. I had that like garlicky taste in my mouth. I could not get comfortable. It was awful. So that's unpleasant. I had one more bout with it, but it was like, again, I think something I'd eaten, like food related. So I'm finding that I'm getting to that point in my pregnancy where I have to be more aware of what I'm eating because it's starting to affect me a little bit. So like in the evenings, I'm trying not to eat too much like rich food. I can kind of do that at lunch, but I find if I do it for dinner, I'm done for the evening, so that's not very good. And I've also been really hormonal and just very sensitive to things. So constantly out of breath, that's just consistent. But yeah, like rather sad about things. Like I just feel like I'm more affected if I watch a movie and there's a sad part, like guaranteed I'm crying, hand me the tissues. I feel like I'm looking at Esme lately and I'm noticing how big she's getting and she's growing up like before my eyes, and I don't know, I'm finding I'm getting a little bit emotional about that. I am rather addicted to apples. Like pretty much every evening last week I ate an apple like right before bed. I'm kind of obsessed with watching Downton Abbey. Oh my God, if you need a show to watch that show. I've already whipped through season 1. I'm halfway through season 2. I'm totally addicted. Anyways, as I'm watching my episode of Downton Abbey, I'm like banging back an apple. So that's interesting. Like I'm not really an apple. I don't know, I never considered myself like an apple eater, but I think I was eating like 2 apples a day last week. So apple a day keeps the doctor away. I've also been loving having eggs for breakfast. I definitely switch up my breakfast meals. Like I'll have a dry cereal, obviously with milk, or I'll have oatmeal, or I'll have like an egg, like a runny egg, like with yolk, not runny, but you know what I mean. And Esme loves having eggs for breakfast, so we definitely have them a few times a week. But like last week, I think I was having like 2 eggs for breakfast almost every day. So I'm still doing that this week. I'm just loving it. My body is telling me to eat some eggs, so I'm eating them. Also, I think in week 13, I frequented Nando's like every other day. They're starting to get to know me at that place, but I absolutely love the chicken wrap with the mild sauce. Like it's, even though it's mild, it's still nice and spicy. And I love their fries with the peri chip thing happening. It's like nice and spicy and delicious. And I don't feel terribly guilty because it's a chicken wrap. So it has like cucumbers and tomatoes, and there's like, it's a pita. How bad is a pita? And the last thing I've been craving might be a little risque, but I am totally a lover of sushi, particularly sashimi. Now, I know in years gone by, and even in some places, they still say, like certain countries will still tell you like, be so careful and don't eat raw sashimi and all this kind of stuff. But I've seen some articles posted lately where it just says like, that is kind of it's like old news a little bit. I mean, I understand the risk of eating a raw fish from the ocean that I have caught. However, sashimi and sushi grade fish is generally flash frozen, and so you don't have to worry about getting any parasites or anything like that. I mean, yeah, it's just like, it's a different world. Like, so what are Japanese women doing? I'm sure they still eat it. So anyways, I'm totally like enjoying that, and tell me what you think about that in the comments, because I read an article that says it's no biggie anymore. That's just me. So no doctor updates because I haven't had an appointment. I won't have my next appointment until September 10th or 13th or something like that. So no update on that front. All is good in that department. I haven't had a chance to weigh myself. I also don't really trust my scale, so I'll have to give you guys my weight update in the next video. I don't feel like I've put on weight. I feel like my belly is starting to show more, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I've put on weight. Last week I told you guys that I was starting prenatal yoga, and I did. I went on Sunday and it was amazing. There was 3 other ladies in the class that day, and it was just a really relaxing experience. It was just a really nice, gentle yoga. Just felt nice to do something by myself. I took some moments to relax. I learned a move or 2 that really helped with my lower back ache. Oh, that's another thing. I was having some lower back aches in the middle of last week, and so I got a really nice move to help me with that. It was just a really nice opportunity to just connect with my baby and just relax and do something for me, and I absolutely love yoga, so that was awesome. Also wanted to tell you that I also spoke about last week that I was going to be doing some night weaning, and it worked, my friends. We are officially down to just 2 feedings a day when it comes to breastfeeding Esme. I basically nurse her to sleep at nap time, so around 2 p.m. And then I also nurse her to sleep at nighttime around 8:30-ish when she goes to bed. And that's it. So I can't believe it. She still wakes up twice a night usually, but I'm able to comfort her and console her back to sleep without breastfeeding, people. It's like a miracle. Oh. I am planning to do a video on how I did this, and I'm just kind of waiting a little bit longer because I'm trying to figure out a way to wean her from nursing completely, and I'm not quite there yet. So if you have any tips, by the way, on how to gently wean a baby from nursing to sleep, like that last little bit, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Or even if you have any articles that you've read that you think would really be helpful, link them for me below. I will definitely check them out. My best moment from week 13 would have to be one particular afternoon. I downloaded a hypnosis, like an audiobook from iTunes, and somebody had kind of implied like reading some sort of book or connecting with your baby and listening to like something to kind of stop your day and just sort of meditate or whatever with your baby. I downloaded a pregnancy type of hypnosis that you can do, and it just helps you relax and just take that time to connect with your baby and your body and just sort of enjoy being in the moment, you know? So my husband was watching Esme, and I basically just went and lay down for about an hour, and I laugh because it ended up being 2 hours, but yeah, I lay down for an hour and I put this hypnosis in my ears, and I'll link the one I chose below. I don't know, there's probably lots of them out there, but anyways, and it's one of these things where as you're listening to it, you're like, this isn't doing anything, I'm not gonna get hypnotized, blah blah blah, and then the next thing you know, I wake up and it's like 2 hours later and I've got an earplug in my ear, and it was just really nice. Like, I rarely take time to have a nap by myself, and I did, and it was fantastic. And yeah, that was just a really nice moment from last week. Now I will get to showing you my belly. So there it is, my week 13 baby bump. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe so you can catch all of my pregnancy vlogs. I plan on doing these on a weekly basis, and then every other video I intend to keep up my beauty related videos. So we've got some August favorites coming up, and I have a tutorial plan for you guys, so lots of fun things in the making. And that's it, so I will catch you in my next video. Bye!